Let's spend the day together in the kitchen, cooking 3 meals today. Hello family, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Vicki and you're with Graham in the kitchen. So we're going to be making breakfast, lunch, and dinner today. I went ahead and took a pack of raw wings out of the freezer. You know, the wings that we saved when we got our whole chicken on sale before we cut them up into portion size. And I went ahead and got those boiled, and they're sitting in that blue pot right there waiting for us to get to those. But that's going to be for lunch. But for breakfast, I want to make biscuits with some sausage and egg sandwiches. Stick around, it's going to be a great day. So I have 1 pound of ground turkey, and in the smoothie blender I just blended 2 tablespoons of sage, 2 teaspoons of thyme, 1.5 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg with a pinch of salt and pepper. I blended that really well. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. I'm just going to blend that really well. I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator until we're ready for this. Now the biscuit recipe is actually Becky's from Acre Homestead. I'll leave a link down below so you can follow her page if you're not already following. But first I need to make a sour milk or a buttermilk. The oven is set on 350 degrees, and I do have a cast iron skillet in there to warm that up so we can put these in a hot, you know what I forgot? Butter. We're not wasting this. Not wasting it. The butter should have gone in before the milk. That's okay. We make mistakes in the kitchen, and we will fix it. You're supposed to smash the butter in with the flour before you add the buttermilk, but that's okay. We're just going to do it all at the same time. We can just only hope these turn out. And if they don't, we got the ingredients, we'll make another batch. Here's our hot cast iron skillet. Put a little bit of butter in there. And I do not use a cookie cutter to make mine round. I just like using a knife. That way I don't have to re-roll it out and do all the things. And we're going to put this in the oven until they turn golden brown. So I want to get this cast iron skillet piping hot before we start cooking our sausage. So the sausage was just sitting in the refrigerator while we made the biscuits. Because I'm using a turkey sausage and it's very lean, I'm going to add a little bit of oil to our skillet. And I was able to get 7 patties. So this morning when I picked up my milk, the lady was there that runs the farm. And I asked her if she sell her eggs because she's got a lot of chickens. So I went ahead and picked up 3 dozen of farm fresh eggs. And they still have the bloom on them, so I don't have to put them in the refrigerator. But I went ahead and cracked 6 eggs. And I added some salt and pepper. And I'm going to put a smear of butter in this casserole dish. This is a 9x9 casserole dish. And I'm going to put this in the oven with the biscuits. The sausage is done and the eggs are done. And the biscuits are done. So we have our sausage, our egg, and our biscuits. So we're going to take one of our biscuits, put an egg and a sausage. These will make great freezer meals or grab and go breakfast. Not sure how, oh no, there it is right there. So 4 do not have any meat, but that is okay. All right, let's take a sandwich. Oh, family. That is really good. And that's what we're having for breakfast. Stick around because lunch is going to be just as good. Now lunch, we're just going to do something super simple. We're just going to take the wings, coat that with some sweet chili sauce, and we're going to have some store-bought French fries. And if the husband wants some baked beans, we can do baked beans also. The wings I just parboiled in some water with a little bit of salt. And we're going to add some G. Hughes sweet chili. We're going to put this into a 350 degree oven until they are well done and nice and crispy. And the French fries, this is a Lidl brand, kind of like a Lowry's all seasoning. And this is also going to go into the oven to cook these through also. Just a simple lunch. Wings and French fries and maybe some baked beans. French fries are ready and the chicken wings are ready. That's what's for lunch. Did you want any baked beans or anything? No. Alright, so we're not doing baked beans. The husband said he's fine without it. Alright, so let me make him a plate. So that was just a simple wing and French fry lunch. But stick around, dinner's going to be just as good. Breakfast was delicious. Just simple ingredients: sausage, egg, and biscuits. Grab and go, out the door, run your errands, perfect. Lunch was just chicken wings and store-bought French fries. So simple. Husband decided he did not want to have baked beans, so we didn't have it. Now we're going to make dinner. Dinner is going to be a little elaborate, but with simple ingredients put together very easily. So we're making a chicken and roasted tomatoes with some polenta. Instead of using pasta or rice, we're actually going to put this dish over polenta. If you haven't made polenta, it is very simple. It's just cornmeal, or very coarse cornmeal, cooked on a stovetop until it's almost like I don't know what to call it. If you got a good description for polenta, please leave a comment down below. But it's just a spoonable type of cornbread without being spoon cornbread. I don't know. But let's get started on that dinner. So I have a 28-ounce can of whole fire roasted tomatoes. And I'm just going to put it through the food processor just to crush them down a bit. This is one of our chicken breast bags that we have in the freezer from where we got our chicken on sale. You have it on paper towels just so we can dry it off really well. So I'm going to put a piece of paper towel on top. We're going to make sure that it's completely dry. Alright, let's go ahead and salt this one side. And some pepper. So I have the stainless steel skillet on the stove. I'm going to drizzle it with some avocado oil. And we want the oil to come to a shimmer. So we're going to add the chicken seasoned side down. And we're only going to do half at a time. Sorry, let's go ahead and salt and pepper the other side. We're just going to cook it long enough just to give it some color. It's going to actually cook in the sauce. Now the chicken is not done. We're going to set the chicken aside and work on our sauce. So about a tablespoon of avocado oil. This is about 1 medium onion. It was chopped and frozen. Some frozen green peppers. Frozen multicolor peppers. We're going to let those vegetables release some of its moisture so we can get the fawn or the brown bits off the bottom of this pan, because that is nothing but flavor right there. Now we're going to saute this until the vegetables are soft and slightly brown. Let's go ahead and add some pepper. And some salt. See how we got all that burnt bits at the bottom of this pan? That is what we want. We want those burnt bits to be part of the meal. And as you can see, the frozen vegetables have released its water. So we're just going to let that cook a little bit longer. I want to evaporate some of that water out of here, plus brown these vegetables. Get them nice and soft. Maybe another 5 or 10 more minutes. Oh, the water has evaporated. It looks perfect. Go ahead and add our fire roasted tomatoes. Meant to saute the garlic and I forgot. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the garlic right now. We want about 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. you make this dish at home, please make sure you're putting your garlic in after the onions are cooked, but before you add the tomatoes, and cook that garlic just a bit. Let's add our chicken back in here. I do not have a lid for this pan. So I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil. So I moved it to the other side of the stove so we can work on this burner. I'm going to put it on a medium low and just let it cook until that chicken registers 165 degrees. Now we're going to work on the polenta. I have 5 quarts of water. We're going to bring this to a boil. Go ahead and add 2 good pinches of salt. And I want to bring this water to a boil. Okay, the water is boiling. So that was 5 cups of water, 1 cup of polenta, and we're going to whisk this in very slowly. Now we're going to whisk continuously for 2 minutes. We're going to let this cook for 40 minutes, but every 10 minutes we're going to take the whisk and move it around. It'll start absorbing that water and swelling up and become thick and creamy. Polenta is just a thick cornmeal. It's more coarse than regular cornmeal. That's the only difference. So it's from the same type of corn. It's just grind a little bit on the coarser side. But I believe you can use cornmeal if that's what you have. Polenta is what I have. I use this to make cornbread. I use this to make the polenta. I use this to line our cast iron skillet when we're making pizza. This is fine. Turn it down to a medium low. Ooh, starting to bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. We're going to go ahead and add a good pinch of pepper. And put the lid on. So I got the vent hole right there. That way it contains all the splatter. It won't go all over the stove. but it's able to get some air so it doesn't boil over. The polenta is done. We're going to add a tablespoon of butter. I'm going to stir that in until it's nice and melted. Now if your polenta is getting too thick, just add a little bit of water at a time, maybe like a quarter of a cup. Stir that in really well until it gets to the consistency you like. This is perfect for me. I left it at the 5 cups, did not add nothing else to it. Then we're going to add some Parmesan cheese. Maybe a good half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Let's taste it for salt and pepper. Perfect. So beautiful. And the chicken. Let's go ahead and temp this chicken. I'm going to go in right through the side. See if it's over 165. This was the thickest piece, and we are at 170. That is done. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese to the chicken and tomatoes. Alright, so let's put some polenta at the bottom of our bowl. Some of that cheesy goodness. Oh my goodness, that looks beautiful. Let's get a piece of chicken along with some of this beautiful roasted tomato sauce. Family. Let's see if we can find the perfect bite with some polenta, some of those tomatoes, the vegetables, and some chicken. It's going to be hot. That is really good. Just a good Italian dinner with some polenta. Just something different besides rice and pasta. That's really good. Oh, yummy. Thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen today while we made our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We had sausage, egg, and biscuits for breakfast, wings and french fries for lunch, a roasted tomato Italian style chicken over some cheesy polenta. So good. All of these ingredients was in our pantry and our freezer. We did not have to go to the store for anything. We can just go to our pantry and just get the things we need to make 3 homemade delicious meals. We did take some shortcuts by using store-bought french fries. We had it in the house, so why not? And also with the sweet chili sauce that we put on the wings. It was here, we just did it. But we make 100% of our meals in this house. We do not order out. We do not go out to eat. We don't eat convenient foods often. But we do cheat just a little bit We don't do box meals. We don't do anything everything is in the box and all you have to do is add your protein. We don't do those. We do everything from scratch. If that is something you're interested in, please give this video a thumbs up. While you're at it, please subscribe. I would love to have you part of the Grammy family. Right over here, you're going to see 2 videos. Go check those out to the next upload. They're either going to inspire you to get into your kitchen or give you a chuckle. It doesn't matter to me. Until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye, family. But this is really good. So good, family.